All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kyle Samani. I'm a co-founder and CEO of a company called Pristine. I am affectionately known as the premier glasshole walking around. I am also the only male in the room masculine enough to wear a white headband on my head all day long. So yesterday we all went out golfing. Oh, by the way, so Pristine writes software for glass. Our core app is a video streaming solution, so the idea is you can share what you can see through the glasses and someone else can watch what you're seeing in first person while you're doing something with your hands. So surgeons like it, paramedics, home health workers, busy people who are doing stuff. But I'm not here to talk about us. So yesterday we went out golfing, and we thought it would be fun to capture some images and videos in a first-person perspective and share that with the world. So the next just few slides, you guys will just kind of see the golf course and some funny stuff that we did out there with the glasses in the wild. So here's just start of the morning on the golf courses. For all of you that didn't go, shame on you. It was very beautiful out there. Although it was raining in the morning, it was absolutely gorgeous. There's our good friend Jake. Jake, are you in here? No. Okay, well, Jake had the most lovely right red pants, and I just felt I had the need to showcase it to all of you. If you see him wearing the pants, you should just nudge him a little bit. So the next up, here's, I think, Charlie. There's you with your glasses out golfing. And if we kind of get moving ahead, here's Tom hitting the driver. I was looking for videos of myself. Yesterday was my first day ever golfing, and I was pretty good at digging up landmines right around the ball. Couldn't quite hit the ball all the time, but unfortunately I didn't have any good videos of that. But anyways, I thought it would be cool to just kind of share that first-person perspective, and now it actually really helps you feel like you're there in the guy's shoes, as is the idea. So just some other random shots, and then here's a putt. I think this is Charlie, or no, this is Jake, and he gets it in. Nice putt. And then the next slide is me putting, and it's kind of funny. I move my head way too much, and So anyways, you guys can get the emotional experience of being there, and it's actually really cool that you get that emotion, even through the first-person perspective, because you can really see and feel how they're thinking. It's just a fun experience. And then last up, just some scenery, just to help you guys feel jealous for all the golfing that you missed. But anyways, Charlie, come up, and Charlie actually plays golf, and he knows what he's doing, so he can comment on it from a golfer's perspective. Go ahead.
So it was really interesting to have the Google Glass on while we were playing. I play a lot, and I don't like distraction, so I thought it was going to be a hindrance, or at least kind of distract me. But after a few minutes with it on and a couple of holes, didn't distract me at all. Yesterday we were able to take pictures and take video, which was kind of nice. And I heard some people say, well, I don't know if this is really, what other things can you do with this? Maybe it's not ideal. But I really saw an amazing vision for it. Being able to put, your kind of the golf logic where you could look at the pin, get the distances. It's got GPS, so it can give you the weather. You could put your input. I hit an 8-iron 150 yards. Yesterday I hit it about 170 yards because of the altitude, which was new to me. I felt like Popeye out there. But, those are the types of things I think that when you look at it. Something else that was interesting as a golf pro, being able to look at somebody's swing. Tom was taking a video of my swing, and I didn't see it yesterday on the course. I looked at it today. They sent it to us on Dropbox, and I noticed that I wasn't hitting my plane properly, even though I drove the ball pretty well, but I wasn't keeping my elbow in, and he could have sent that to me yesterday. Literally, I'm on the tee box. He could have videotaped my swing, sent it to me. I could look at it through the Google Glass before I walk up to the next hole, make an adjustment. Those are the types of things I think that you could do with that thing. So it was a lot of fun, and we appreciated the opportunity to be able to use them yesterday. So it was a lot of fun. Tom.
Those of you who were here last year, how many? Raise your hands. Do you remember the shine that we gave out to everybody? Well, the idea was basically to bring up an enabling technology as opposed to a closed loop. So a lot of people don't wear their devices anymore because it does one thing only, and when you're done doing that, you put it away, you put it into a desk. And sorry for the Fitbits and other device makers out there, but this was really interesting because it created all sorts of use cases, and they seem to be endless. So it was, I think it was a really good experiment. We want to thank Kyle again for that.
Hey, Tom, thank you guys for the opportunity. I'm sure some of you guys have questions about glass just generally. Feel free to fire away. I'll answer at least a few. Yeah.
I just want to know from Tom where my Google Glass is. 1650. 1650.
Any other questions?
Does anybody here use Google Glass in their healthcare environment now? Share experience of using it in a clinical setting or other healthcare environment? All right, we'll ask again next year to see how different it is. It might be like Tom checks camera shot of the oops.
Yeah.
What are the strongest use case scenarios in healthcare for Google Glass right now as you see it?
Yeah, so there's the question was kind of what are the key apps that are being developed out in the wild. So there's a number of companies that have been funded now, us being one of them, that have got real product out in the wild and doing things. Broadly speaking, there's kind of two major applications that we're seeing being developed. One is what I'd call data in, so that's getting data out of your EMR, out of a messaging system, out of a lab system, whatever it is, and getting it on the screen. Right, and the key value prop idea there is I'm using my hands, I am busy, I can't look at a screen or interact with a screen, and I would like to be able to access some data to be able to do my job better. So there's ERs now at Beth Israel in Boston doing that. We are not doing that today. We probably will at some point down the line, but not anytime soon. And so those guys, the value prop is, I think, a little soft. It might improve efficiency, but it's hard to make a compelling ROI case, we think, for that. My background's in EMRs, and so we chose not to do that pretty explicitly. The other major category of apps are what I call data out apps, which are what are we doing, which is primarily on video, and taking this really novel form factor and delivering video through it. And that's enabling all kinds of use cases. So to give you a sense for what some of our clients are doing, we're now beaming stroke neurologists into the back of ambulances for stroke consults to kind of expedite the time to care for TPA for stroke patients. We're doing work with surgeons who actually are covering 2 operating rooms with residents in both ORs, and both residents are wearing glasses. And then the monitors in the opposite ORs are showing the video feed from the other resident's glass. And so the surgeons are doing some cool stuff. There's a lot of educational use cases. We're working with device companies, medical device companies, who are going to kind of a virtual rep model in the operating room. There's even folks doing telescribing. So we're working with a pretty large scribing company now and doing a lot of telescribing where instead of having the scribe follow the doctor just puts on glass and beams video out to a command bunker. So there's a lot of different things happening. We're focused on video for now, but we'll broaden our horizons over time. People are doing checklists. People are trying to do augmented reality, but those apps, I haven't seen them deployed in the wild. Any other questions? No? All right. Thanks, everyone.